Good. Uh, Hello, everybody. Smockter here, and today we're going to be doing the Monster Hunter name challenge that I told you guys about with.
Hi, my name's Abby. I am unfortunately tied to this one. I say unfortunately, but this was my decision, so.
Yeah. So I've talked to her a little bit about Monster Hunter, and we're basically doing the my parents' name Pokemon challenge, but this girlfriend names Monster Hunter monsters. I'm going to show her a picture of the monster. She's going to guess what its name is, and then I'll tell her the actual name afterwards and what they are in terms of attack and all. Like I said, I have talked to her about monster a little bit, so there are a few monsters I'm going to be very disappointed in if you don't know when you see them.
I will hopefully confirm to your expectations, but I don't know if that's going to be the case, sweetie.
Yeah. So we're just going to go through this one by one. Um, I don't have it in slideshow form just because for some reason it wants to use both my monitors and then I can't see the recording. So we're just going to have to do this a little bit weird looking. All right, so first monster.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming something is along the lines of her knittingness, the Weaver of Galaxies. I wouldn't know. I don't know who this person
I
is.
have I have talked to you about this monster before.
Don't tell me it's the can't kill with fire one.
Correct.
It is.
Yes.
I expected it to be scarier from what you said. Where's the babies? Where's everything being on
Well,
fire?
that's on her rear, and then she shoots fire out of her. So,
Okay.
but obviously
I was
you're
still
seeing
expecting her
you're
to be a
seeing
bit
the
more
front of
terrifying.
her upside down.
Yeah, I still expect it to be more terrifying, but I guess that explains the whole spiderweb knitting needle thing. I
So
still think that she should still be the mistress of galaxies. Yes.
so her official name is Rakanaka.
I guess that kind of fits. It sounds more like
It's technically spelled Rakna Kadaka, but everyone just says Rakanaka.
it still sounds like a you know how there's rattles for like young children? That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like. She could have had a more intimidating name. Like it's
Yeah.
a cool pun, but like something this awesome needs to have something a bit more intimidating. Which is again the mistress of galaxies and just
Well, I believe her like because everyone has their name, but then they have their Wyverian name, and I think hers is something like the White Gowned Queen.
see now that is properly metal. Why did she not get that? Okay, continue.
So
This is that's an amazing name. Why is that not her original name?
all right, so Fred had organized this by species of wyvern. So
Oh
she
no.
is basically like a spider wyvern, because she's part spider,
Yes.
but she's the only one. There's only one other one which I didn't have him include in here because I don't know. So now we're going on to bird wyvern.
Delightful. That is a very interesting creature. Ah,
You've actually fought this creature before.
I have. I still don't remember its name. Ah, like Sir. It was like Sir Duck something. Thief feels a lot. Wasn't that it?
No, you're thinking of a different monster.
Oh, wonderful. I still call this the Duckbeard Guild. The Bearded Dragon. Duck built bearded dragon. What is wrong with me? Do not answer that. Do not.
This is Akisam, or what a lot of people say is Akatsukin.
That suits him a bit better. That does suit him.
So he is a firebird wyvern.
That explains the coloring.
Yeah. So, but a lot of people also call him parasol bird.
Fittingly ridiculous for such a ridiculous creature.
Yep. So his whole thing is he likes to jump around and like basically like a little dance thing and then attack you. So he'll move out of the way like what looks like
So, like a
dancers.
threat display, but it doesn't look threatening.
Yeah. All right. Another creature you have actually fought.
Wolf Raptor. All I have to say is, like, it's a raptor, but with, like, a wolf's head almost. This is a Jurassic Park rip off, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's its name?
Well, You're calling it wolf raptor? Is that your
Yes,
guess?
that's my
Okay.
guess. I have no idea what it's called.
Great baggy.
Mine is cooler. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Honestly, I would agree with you. They called it wolf raptor, but oh, trust me, there's a monster you're gonna get to that.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right, another monster you fought.
Yes. I still don't remember what it's called.
Do you remember the nickname we called it?
No. No, I barely remember fighting this thing. I remember the event. I remember what was happening. I don't remember the monsters I fought, which is sad. But that has been lost in the abyss of time. It's really more of a scorpion fox. So like Scorpio Vulpes.
You were right
Vulpes
on.
Scorpio.
You were right on the fox part. It does have fox attributes.
No duh.
The nickname for it, Blade Raptor.
Fitting.
Its actual name is Great Azuchi.
Okay, I can see that. Where does Izuchi come from in general? Or do you
It's
know?
a I forget what the actual term is, but most of the monsters in Rise are based off of Japanese, like creature stories. I forget what they're called. Oni.
Oni
So
or yokai story?
yokai. Sorry. So most of these are based off Japanese.
Makes sense. That explains so much.
Yeah. All right. Now, next bird wyvern.
Are you sure this is a bird wyvern?
Yes.
Because that looks more like a cobra from here. But I mean, it is extending it out like. So. This is a tough one. It's probably venomous. It's venomous.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool character design. No, no, no. It's the pustules and the huge, almost sack.
Yeah.
It has, as well as like the pustules on its back and everything, like all that brought together. Especially since it's considering a lot of Monster Hunter does have it where everything's sharp and spiny, and like outer protective layer. This thing does not. So
Yep.
the only thing I can think of is poison.
Yep.
Um,
What would you say that is?
if I had to give it a name, it'd probably be like three-toed murder. Three-toed venomous. Yeah, three-toed venomous, like, not Velociraptor, I've already used that, and like, it's not really Velociraptor, three-toed murderous psychopath. Are you saying this thing doesn't actively attack you? And it's probably
No.
sneaky about it too.
So its name is the Great Woggy.
Ah! I did fight this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the quest name where it was called Woggy Place Woggy Time.
Yeah, no, he was a murderous psychopath.
So lower your voice, you're spiking my.
Sorry.
You're gonna deafen everybody watching the video.
Then they can turn it down, sweetheart. That's what they are there for. Like, that's what I do all the time.
All right, this is the one you were calling out earlier. Thief chicken.
Yeah, no,
That's its
thief
nickname.
chicken. That is the thief chicken.
So what do you remember its name?
No,
Its actual.
no.
What would you call it then?
I mean, it would still be thief chicken. It would have been thieving. It would have been like thief chicken. Like that's if I was an explorer on the island and I found this thing, I would call it thief reptile chicken or something along those lines. Reptilian chicken. Thief thieving reptilian chicken would probably be my guess. It would have just been like that's what it does as a descriptor.
This is Kulu Yaku.
That is too cool of a name for this thing.
And considering it's one of the joke monsters, and people don't fight it to grind its stuff unless you like it as a monster. Everybody fights this thing to get through it, like use it to get progress, and then leave.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah. No. All right.
Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious, but
This one I think it would.
who the wise?
I knew you were gonna make a hoo-hoo joke. It is a bird wyvern and it is an owl. This is Malfestio.
That fits him, I guess.
Yeah.
It's too close to manifesto. You say that, and I'm thinking, is this a Karen giving a grand speech to a whole bunch of other Karens about how to not treat uh, people in
Working places.
yes, thank you, working places. Like, you must not be polite. You must murder everyone's social self-esteem and scream at the top of your lungs. And, like, sickeningly smile at the manager and try and convince them
Alright, so
that
that was
they're terrible
Malfestio.
people.
This is one I know you didn't fight, but I did tell you about.
No, I don't.
Alright, what would you call that then?
Am I wrong in saying that this is venomous? It's
You are
clear.
cor- You are correct again.
Yep.
Venomous.
It's clearly also they've been using purple way too much venomous. Anyway, it's clearly some form of like gecko or chameleon knockoff, but with wings, which is a very interesting concept. Does it change color or
Um, its feathers do, yes, when it gets up with poison,
oh,
it will
cool.
go into a darker tone.
Not what I meant. Missed opportunity there.
It does have a subspecies.
Does it turn invisible? Then I'm not interested.
Mhm.
Um, ah, Camellius poisonous, which is very uncreative. It would be more like, actually, no, not poison. That's not. Camellius venomousness or something along those lines.
Pookie Pookie.
What?
I am not kidding. The Pookie
Don't
Pookie.
get me wrong. It's adorable and it deserves something that cute. But what?
I think the official like Wyverian name is like the. I want to say it's like the all-encompassing wyvern because it's not just a bird wyvern, but it has traits
Reptilian,
of a flying wyvern.
clearly.
So, and then as its poison, I think it's like an
Jack of all trades.
basically. So I could be wrong on that, and obviously Fred will probably. No, this is why I called this. Yeah, that's Pookie Pookie.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
So I will give you a hint with this one because it's kind of weird. Its nickname. This next one is a cousin to Kuliak. Okay.
Cousin Nikuliak. Okay, that is very beautiful. Um, I have no idea what it's called. I know you gave me the hint, but I'm bad with names. Or everybody here has figured out by now.
Yeah.
Um,
What would you call that?
yeah, something like something like a deadly butterfly or something along those lines because of those like that is clearly like some form of intimidation thing or some kind of body language apparatus on his head. But they look like butterfly wings. They do. So it'd be like deadly butterfly.
So you are right. Those appendages do serve a purpose.
Thank you.
His nickname in the community is Flash Chicken.
Oh, he flashes them and runs off. Do they work as, from what it sounds like, do they either glow or do they catch the sun?
It's more like imagine like a flash from a camera, but much brighter to where it's
Yeah,
blinding.
but I'm assuming like in Lords because he's using flash. Yeah.
Oh no. He stores up
Okay, so it's a chemical component.
Yeah,
That
it's a
he's basically glowing.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
makes sense.
yeah.
So
His
knowing that, like, it'd still be deadly butterfly, but it would have been shiny butterfly.
Tiny butterfly. Okay.
Like, am I wrong?
His name. That's why I said he's a cousin of Kuliaku. Yaku.
I knew it had to be like at least half of his name, but at the same time, I was half.
Yeah. All right. Next up, I'm gonna be honest. Out of the bird wyverns, he's the hardest name to guess because he's the off-center name.
To be fair, it's not like I've been guessing correctly so far.
I know.
No, no, this would trash compactor on wings.
You know, to be honest, there's a lot of people in the community who would rather call him that, especially because he's a very annoying monster.
Plus club. Oh, yeah, trash compactor on wings plus club. That's all I have to say. He looks like the kind of thing that would eat everything, including you, the rocks, and the trees, and any variation thereof, and uses his club. I assume his club is like his main actual weapon, other than his mouth, where he just bashes everything in sight.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, no, these are very strong
See,
animal designs. This is cool.
you guys, this is why I brought her along because even if she doesn't know the names, she will notice things about the monster without even being, which I find is very interesting.
What can I say? I'm an artist. You have to kind of build these into designs, or otherwise everything's going to look the same, and people are going to look at you like, "Why is this monster and or thing important?"
So this thing is very much all attacker. It with pretty much everything. Its name, Garuga.
Ian Garuga. That does suit him.
Yeah.
Especially with the G. With everything, like, the G is very... Yeah, no, literary analysis. Whenever somebody puts a G in the name, it immediately sounds uglier and stronger almost half the time.
Yeah.
So, like, having a lot of G's and grooves in a name is, like, really helpful for getting that across. He's probably stupid, is
He's a really stupid fight because when you first fight him in World, I don't know about the older games, but when you first fight him in
yeah.
World, you know, the name of the quest is don't forget the earplugs because this guy roars every freaking chance he gets.
Makes sense. But, I mean, he's probably not that intelligent, but it's also really hard to fight.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
All right, this one I'm gonna have to eat.
Oh, he has window panes for wings. That's very cool. He's also very heavily armed. That's.
He's also coming back to Sunbreak.
You're probably going to regret that.
Actually, I'm gonna be very happy about it because we need monsters like him, which I'll tell you what it is. But
Probably.
Brian's also
He looks very heavily armored. Is he small or big? Like, I can't tell without a reference.
he's
Okay.
he's like one of the
Yeah, I would call him like he's probably built as like a tank kind of creature. I wouldn't say his flight is his primary ability. Like it's clearly there, and he can still use it, but they're not quite as massive as usually flying is the main capability of a creature. I'd have to say it's probably something with the tail, but it doesn't quite look Venom related. I'm not quite sure what it is, which isn't a knock against this design. It's just it's not something that I'm aware of because I don't know too much about monster uh power sets is the
Yeah.
term like I know the poison and everything else to a point, but it's more the general terms. I don't know the specifics, which this looks like a creature
Yeah.
that is specific. And I'm Sully. I have no idea what to name this creature other than Spiky Boy. Just Spiky.
He's
Spiky ball of death. Does he curl up into a ball? Is that what happens with him?
no.
No. Okay, figured. It has something to do with his tail. His tail is his primary weapon. I don't know what that primary weapon is.
Well, you're not wrong. It's not his primary weapon, but you're not wrong that he uses it a lot.
Okay, what's his
He
primary
is
weapon?
Thunder monster.
Fits.
He is able to.
That's why that's vaguely metallic.
Yep. He can arc lightning throughout his body, which is why I'm saying I'm excited for him to Sunbreak because we don't have a lot of Thunder monsters. Not a lot. In
Yeah.
fact, we did a head count doing Rise. We have 3.
Huh.
Sorry, no, we have 4. We have 4 in
You
Rise.
just straight up forgot one, didn't you?
Yeah. We have 4 in Rise, and then World, which was a larger game so far. We had a total of 6.
Hmm.
That was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was one of those things where we Thunder monster. So having him come back was actually cool.
Yeah.
His name
No wonder he's built
Is-
as he is.
Ostelos.
I don't know where that's coming from, but it's a good name for him. I don't know why.
All right.
Oh, this is adorable. Clearly this is very much built with a mammalian almost form in mind. I assume if anything this has earth-based abilities. Probably primary weapons are his claws, his tail, like his arms, general area, and his teeth. I'm assuming this is a relatively low-level monster. Because while he's very cute and adorable and everything, he doesn't really seem to have any majorly amazing abilities. But I would probably consider him stronger than the average monster. Yeah, he's very much built like a brute and like no brain. I'm assuming he's stupid.
Yeah, I would-
Yeah, sounds about right. How's his mobility? He could probably
very
jump
fast.
very far. Yeah,
Yep, you are
jump
right.
and
He does jump
everything,
a lot.
move. Yeah, no, how he's built. He has a lot of support in his tail, and his arms as well are built for thrusting up and and catching himself on the ground. Like his lower legs are practically vestigial, probably used a lot for balance. But like I'd say his major powers are really his tail and arms and teeth. Uh, but I have no idea what he's called. I don't know if I've even fought him.
You haven't fought him. You've
Yeah, that's
seen
what I thought.
him, but you fought.
Yeah. No. He's cute. I love him, but I would also laugh my butt off if I had to face him after becoming a high level player. Um no.
What would you call
Cy-
him?
Probably saber-toothed jumping bear, something along those lines.
Well, he is the saber-toothed wyvern. You were close on that. That is his Wyverian name.
Which why the oh, those are wings as well. Okay, so it's more of a gliding squirrel kind of thing. I thought that was body. His wings are barely noticeable, huh?
So his name is Berioth.
Barioth.
And baring his teeth.
I thought it was a pun on him being clearly based on a bear.
Oh, that too. So.
Double pun. That's cool.
Yep. All right. Next one.
Rockefeller. He is a rock fella. Do not blame me.
I told you, Fred. I told you.
No, this thing clearly has earth-based powers. Is a tank. I would not put him like clearly he's very sturdy and strong and everything and very strong, but I would not put him in like top 10 of any of the monsters. Also probably stupid as all get out. I wouldn't really call him primarily flight based. He could probably fly, but I would not say that's his main ability.
He's mostly doing injury.
Yeah. Makes sense,
So,
especially with that gigantic, with not only those horns, but that gigantic hump on his back. I'd assume that's at least partially his weapon. Does he have a breath weapon? I assume he has like some form of breath weapon, but I'm not sure.
yep. He has
Dust
his
Storm.
Death Storm. Going for?
No. His name is Rockefeller, but I'm saying he probably has a Dust Storm ability.
No, so he shoots fire, but his main gimmick, his main fact that stomach of his
Yeah.
is actually a bunch of rocks kind of sealed in out there, but there are cracks in it. He'll release gases out of his stomach.
Are we sure he's not critically injured?
No, he's not. So it's either sleep gases or it's fire. So he can just release it out of his belly, or he can shoot
I
fire.
would have gone with magma, just saying.
Well,
But
technically,
fire is cool.
He does bathe in that.
Well, yeah, he bathes in magma, but he should be like consuming, ingesting, and like releasing magma as well. That would have made more sense. But the fire and sleeping gas is cool.
That's actually his adult form.
This is a baby?
This is his baby form.
Okay, that makes sense. His adult form is going to be a bit more scary. That makes sense. Okay.
All right, so that is Bassaros.
Bizarros. I'm sorry, all I can think of is the Bizarro, as in like the Bizarro Superman. You know, the clone?
Yeah.
Bizarros. Okay.
All
You
right.
have told me this guy's name.
Yep.
I know this dude's name. For the life of me, I don't remember his name.
I've probably told you his nickname more
You-
often than not because
Yeah, still don't remember that either. Like, you have gone on quite a bit about this monster, and if
This-
I had to pick any of these monsters to have as pet, this one would be the one I would choose.
Yep.
I still don't remember his name for the life of me.
Well, what would you call him?
If I remember correctly, those explode.
Yep.
His scales. So, probably something along the lines of. Probably grenade launcher, something along those lines. Infamous. Infamous Grenader. That's why I would name it. Infamous Grenader.
You almost got his Wyverian name. He is the Bavarian Bomber.
Yeah, no, that's
Or
probably even better than mine.
or what Rise changes my variant name to is
How dare they?
the Party Crasher.
How dare they? The first one was cooler. Come on. No,
This
this is cute. I love
is
him.
his actual name. People pronounce it all two ways I've heard it. Either Basilgeuse or Bazelgus. I always like Bazelgus. That just sounds better.
That does sound better, but both are
But his nickname, the one you
the
probably heard most often than not, is B-52.
fair. Fair.
Because
I don't
he
even.
literally
I can't even say anything against
he
that.
acts like a B-52 bomber.
He does. He does, and it's adorable. Why did they not leave? Like, I understand as part of the lore they can't do that. Also, at the same time, why didn't they do that?
I don't know. So we're gonna stop here for part one, guys. Part two will begin right after this. You guys will probably see it
Eventually.
maybe a day afterwards. Trace these out because I don't record all that often. So this is the end of part one. So far you're not doing terrible. Obviously you haven't like
I
fully
haven't
guessed
found a name at all,
that you
so I'm pretty
remember.
sure that counts as terrible.
No, but like you've at least gotten their gimmicks pretty young.
It's
Which is
pretty obvious
amazing.
what their gimmicks are.
That's
Like,
fair.
that is like one thing I really like about Monster Hunter is the very strong animal designs it has, and a lot of the creature itself comes through in the design.
That's true. Alright, we'll see you guys in part two.